Welcome to Bills Nation Daily, your ultimate daily dose of everything Buffalo Bills. Hit that subscribe button and join the most passionate Bills fans as we break down all the latest news highlights and game analysis. Go Bills! In the ever-shifting landscape of the NFL, rumors have started to swirl around one of the Buffalo Bills' most respected defensive veterans, MICAH HYDE. Known for his versatility and leadership, HYDE's name has suddenly resurfaced in discussions that hint at a surprising comeback to the Bills roster. Even though HYDE had officially rejoined the Bills practice squad on December 4th, through 2024, many believed it was a brief stint, perhaps a transition into coaching or mentoring younger players. However, whispers among insiders suggest there might be more to this story, with some speculating that HYDE could be gearing up for an unexpected return to active play. The Bills have struggled with injuries in their secondary this season, and HYDE's experience and football IQ could be exactly what the team needs to stabilize their defense during the crucial stretch of the season. While HYDE had already announced his retirement on January 27, 2025 after a commendable 12-season career, the sudden buzz implies that he might be reconsidering his decision, at least for the short term. If these rumors hold any truth, HYDE's comeback could inject not only skill, but also a much-needed veteran presence into a Bills defense that has seen better days. Fans and analysts alike are eagerly watching for official confirmation, but the mere possibility has sparked an exciting conversation around the team's strategy moving forward. The narrative of HYDE returning, even temporarily, is captivating and full of potential drama. Could the Bills be coaxing their former star back into the fold to help salvage what's left of the season? As we dive deeper into this buzzing possibility, it's important to understand the impact HYDE could have if he does lace up his cleats once again. His time with the Bills was marked by a rare combination of athleticism and intelligence qualities that made him a cornerstone of their defense. HYDE's ability to read offenses, coupled with his knack for making clutch plays, has always set him apart. If he decides to move from the practice squad to the active roster, the Bills could see an immediate improvement in their secondary, particularly in coverage and tackling. The injury bug has hit hard this year, leaving the team scrambling for dependable options. HYDE's familiarity with the Bills' defensive schemes means there would be no steep learning curve, allowing him to contribute right away. This seamless transition is exactly what teams hope for when calling veterans out of retirement or back from practice squads. What adds fuel to this rumor is the timing, with the playoffs approaching. Every game is critical, and HYDE's presence could be the difference between advancing or going home early. The speculation also touches on HYDE's motivations, whether it's unfinished business loyalty to the team or a personal drive to compete one more time. Whatever the case, the narrative has captured the imagination of fans who are now debating how HYDE's return might affect team dynamics, locker room morale, and even future contract considerations. Is this a one-time comeback or the start of a new chapter in HYDE's career? The intrigue is undeniable. Another angle to consider in this unfolding story is the influence of the Bills' coaching staff or management on HYDE's potential return. Behind the scenes, the decision to bring HYDE back to the practice squad in December wasn't random. It likely came from a strategic calculation, recognizing his value beyond just playing. Coaches often look for leaders who can mentor young talent, especially in high-pressure environments like the NFL playoffs. HYDE's veteran savvy could be invaluable in helping rookies and less experienced players navigate the complexities of the Bills' defensive system. But there's a difference between mentoring and actively stepping onto the field. The fact that the organization kept him close hints at a possibility they could activate him if circumstances forced their hand. If injuries persist or performance dips, HYDE might be called up as an emergency solution. This dual role, part mentor, part player, adds a layer of complexity to the rumor mill. Fans and media have speculated about the behind-the-scenes discussions and how HYDE himself feels about balancing these responsibilities after officially retiring. Some insiders suggest that HYDE's love for the game and his connection to Buffalo make him more inclined to return, even if just for a few key games. On the flip side, others wonder if the physical toll and personal commitments that led to his retirement might prevent a full-fledged comeback. These conflicting possibilities keep the rumor alive, fueling daily conversations in the Bills fan base and beyond. Additionally, HYDE's return could send ripples throughout the AFC East and the broader NFL landscape. The Bills have been one of the dominant forces in the division, and adding a player of Hyde's caliber, even as a mid-season boost, could reshape competitive dynamics. Opponents would have to adjust their game plans, knowing a savvy defender with Hyde's instincts is back on the field. His presence could also inspire teammates, raising the overall energy and focus of the squad. Rumors have circulated that rival teams are watching this development closely, anticipating how the Bills might leverage Hyde's skill set in crucial matchups. The psychological advantage of having a seasoned veteran back in uniform can't be underestimated either. It's a narrative that speaks to resilience and strategic depth qualities that any playoff contender desires. Yet it also raises questions about the Bills' depth chart and why such measures might be necessary. Does Hyde's potential return expose weaknesses in the team's current roster, or is it simply a masterstroke to maximize available resources? The discussions are far from settled, but the buzz has already injected a fresh wave of excitement into the Bills season. Analysts are now debating how this move, whether official or speculative, fits into the larger puzzle of the Bills' championship aspirations. It's a story that promises twists, with every day bringing new angles and speculation. The timing of Hyde's retirement announcement on January 27, 2025 adds another intriguing element to the ongoing chatter. Announcing retirement after 12 seasons in the league is a significant milestone, one that typically signals the definitive end of a player's on-field contributions. Yet the fact that Hyde rejoined the practice squad less than 2 months earlier hints at a more complex situation. Some insiders suggest that Hyde's retirement might have been a formality, a way to close one chapter while keeping options open for a possible return. The NFL has seen similar scenarios before, where players step away officially but then return when circumstances align. The physical demands and personal sacrifices required at this level are immense, making the decision to retire deeply personal and often fluid. Hyde's case seems to reflect this complexity, with the practice squad stint serving as a buffer period to evaluate his readiness and desire to continue. Fans and experts are now parsing every detail of Hyde's statements and actions for clues about his true intentions. The possibility that Hyde's retirement is not entirely set in stone fuels speculation about a dramatic mid-season comeback, perhaps prompted by a surge of motivation or a call from the coaching staff. This nuanced situation blurs the lines between retirement and active play, making Hyde's future a captivating mystery in the NFL world. Furthermore, the human side of this story cannot be overlooked in the swirling rumors. Hyde's connection to Buffalo goes beyond just football. He has become a beloved figure in the community and the locker room. The emotional pull of returning to a familiar environment surrounded by teammates and fans who respect and admire him could be a powerful motivator for Hyde to reconsider his retirement. Players often talk about the unique energy that comes from playing for a team and city that feels like home, and Buffalo has clearly been that for Hyde. The speculation around his potential return is not just about on-field performance, it's also about the intangible qualities he brings: leadership, mentorship, and a calming presence in high-stakes moments. This narrative resonates strongly with fans who cherish stories of loyalty and dedication. It's easy to imagine Hyde answering the call to help his team through a tough stretch, driven by a sense of duty and passion. At the same time, there are whispers about the challenges he might face if he does come back. Physical wear and tear, adjusting to the pace of the game after time off, and balancing personal life commitments. These human elements add depth to the rumor, making it more than just a sports story, but a tale of resilience, commitment, and perhaps unfinished business. Meanwhile, the Bills' front office and coaching staff appear to be carefully weighing their options regarding Hyde's status. Given the competitive nature of the NFL, every roster move is scrutinized and calculated for maximum impact. The decision to bring Hyde back to the practice squad likely reflects a strategic contingency plan rather than a casual gesture. Rumors suggest that discussions about activating him for upcoming games have been ongoing, with medical evaluations and performance assessments playing key roles. The team's leadership understands the delicate balance between leveraging Hyde's experience and managing his physical readiness after retirement. There is talk about possible scenarios where Hyde could be inserted into the lineup for specific matchups or situational plays, maximizing his strengths without overexposing him. This measured approach indicates the team's respect for Hyde's legacy and a desire to prolong his effectiveness while safeguarding his health. The buzz within the Bills organization underscores the high stakes involved, with playoff implications hanging in the balance. As this story unfolds, the spotlight will remain on the decisions made behind closed doors and how they translate to action on the field, fueling speculation and anticipation among fans and commentators alike. Finally, the broader implications of Hyde's potential return extend to the NFL's ongoing narrative about veteran players and their roles in modern teams. Hyde's case exemplifies a growing trend where experienced athletes are valued not just for their physical abilities, but for their leadership and mentorship contributions. The possibility of Hyde coming out of retirement challenges conventional wisdom about career timelines and longevity in professional football. It invites conversations about how teams can better utilize their veterans, blending youth and experience to create balanced, resilient rosters. This rumor also taps into a deeper cultural fascination with comeback stories and the idea of defying odds. Fans love to root for players who return stronger or more determined, and Hyde fits this mold perfectly. The NFL community is watching, closely ready to celebrate or analyze every development in this evolving story. Whether Hyde's comeback happens or remains a tantalizing what if, the buzz surrounding his name has already enriched the season's narrative. It has opened new windows into team strategy, player motivation, and the emotional bonds that make football more than just a game. The possibility of seeing MICAH Hyde back in action is a storyline that promises drama, hope, and perhaps a touch of magic on the Bills' journey. Before we dive back in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest Buffalo Bills updates straight to your screen. And hey, don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts. On today's news, down in the comments, the murmurs about MICAH Hyde's possible return to active play with the Bills are gaining momentum, and the NFL community is buzzing with theories about what this could mean for both Hyde and the team. While Hyde officially retired on January 27, 2025, insiders suggest that this announcement might not close the book on his playing days. The Bills, grappling with depth issues in their secondary, could be eyeing Hyde as a strategic insurance policy, especially with the playoffs looming. His recent time on the practice squad might have been a way for both Hyde and the team to keep the door open for a return without the pressure of a full roster commitment. If Hyde does decide to suit up again, it could be a game changer for Buffalo, providing a reliable, savvy presence that younger players can rally around. Rumors hint at internal discussions about Hyde's physical condition and readiness, with medical staff closely monitoring his fitness levels. The intrigue deepens with talk that Hyde himself might be contemplating the possibility of returning not just out of necessity, but from a genuine desire to compete one last time. This storyline taps into a classic NFL narrative, the beloved veteran making an unexpected comeback to aid his team in a moment of need. Fans are already speculating how Hyde's presence could shift the Bills' defensive strategies and morale heading into the postseason, adding layers of drama to an already intense season. What makes this potential comeback even more fascinating is the context surrounding Hyde's career and his impact on the Bills organization. Having played 12 seasons in the NFL, Hyde's experience is unparalleled within the current roster, and his leadership qualities have been praised by coaches and teammates alike. The speculation around his return is not just about filling a roster spot, but about how his presence could elevate the entire defense. The Bills have faced significant challenges this season, particularly in maintaining consistency in the secondary. Hyde's versatility, being able to play both safety and cornerback positions, would offer the coaching staff greater flexibility in their defensive schemes. Rumors also suggest that Hyde's understanding of opposing offenses could help the Bills anticipate plays better, a crucial advantage in tight games. Beyond the X's and O's, Hyde's return could boost the locker room's confidence, providing an emotional lift at a pivotal time. Some insiders believe that Hyde's comeback might inspire other veteran players to reconsider their retirement decisions or motivate younger teammates to elevate their performances. The buzz around Hyde isn't just about what he brings on the feel, but also about the intangible qualities that could reshape the team's culture and drive their playoff push. There's also an intriguing subplot about how Hyde's potential return might influence the Bills' roster moves and salary cap considerations. Bringing a retired player back into the active roster can be a complex maneuver involving contract renegotiations and compliance with league rules. Sources indicate that the Bills management has been working diligently behind the scenes to clear space and create a roster spot that could accommodate Hyde without disrupting the team's financial structure. This kind of strategic roster management speaks to the high value placed on Hyde's possible contribution. The rumor mill speculates that the front office sees Hyde as a low-risk, high-reward addition, someone who can step in seamlessly if needed but won't burden the team with long-term commitments. It's a delicate balancing act, and the Bills' approach reflects their intent to keep all options open as they chase a Super Bowl run. Fans are watching closely to see if this rumored signing will materialize, and the anticipation is palpable. The financial and logistical aspects of this potential move add another dimension to the story, highlighting the complexity of NFL roster management and the lengths teams will go to secure key players. Another layer to this unfolding narrative is Hyde's own mindset and readiness to re-enter the highly physical world of the NFL. Retirement decisions are never easy, especially for players who have spent more than a decade competing at the highest level. Rumors suggest Hyde has been training and staying in shape since stepping away, which could signal his openness to returning if called upon. The psychological challenge of coming out of retirement shouldn't be underestimated. Either Hyde would need to mentally prepare for the rigors of the game once again. Sources close to Hyde hint that he's been in close contact with the coaching staff, weighing the pros and cons of a comeback. Some speculate that Hyde's family and personal life might also play a role in his decision, balancing the desire to compete with off-field priorities. The emotional complexity of this potential return adds a compelling human element to the rumor, making it more than just a sports transaction. It's a story of passion, commitment, and the love of the game that has defined Hyde's career. The possibility that he might lace up his cleats again is resonating deeply with fans who appreciate not only his skills, but his character and dedication. From a strategic standpoint, Hyde's return could offer the Bills more than just depth that could redefine their defensive identity for the rest of the season. His ability to communicate and organize the secondary could help reduce blown coverages and improve overall cohesion on defense. The Bills' defensive coordinator has reportedly been in favor of having Hyde available given his track record of quick decision-making and leadership under pressure. Rumors suggest that coaches are designing specific packages and roles that could maximize Hyde's strengths while managing his workload, ensuring he remains effective without overexerting himself. This tailored approach indicates the team's confidence in Hyde's football IQ and adaptability even after a brief retirement. The speculation about Hyde's impact has sparked lively debates among analysts and fans, some of whom view his potential comeback as a masterstroke of experience over youth. Others wonder if the physical demands of the NFL after retirement might limit his effectiveness. Regardless of these debates, the mere possibility of Hyde donning the Bills jersey again has energized the fan base and added a fresh storyline to Buffalo's season. It's a reminder that in the NFL, sometimes the most unexpected moves can have the biggest impact. In addition to the on-field implications, Hyde's rumored return could influence team chemistry and leadership dynamics. Veterans like Hyde often serve as mentors, helping younger players navigate the pressures of professional football. His presence could stabilize a secondary that has faced constant turnover and uncertainty. Rumors from within the team suggest that Hyde's arrival, even if temporary, could foster greater unity and focus in the locker room. Players reportedly respect Hyde not only for his skills, but for his character and work ethic qualities that are crucial during playoff pushes. The narrative of a retired star returning to guide and inspire his teammates resonates strongly with fans and media alike. It paints a picture of dedication and selflessness, reinforcing the idea that football is about more than just talent. It's about heart and commitment. The buzz around Hyde's possible comeback has also sparked conversations about the value of veteran leadership in a league increasingly focused on youth and speed. It's a story that underscores how experience and wisdom remain priceless assets in the NFL. Looking at the bigger picture, HYDE's potential return fits into a broader trend of players challenging traditional retirement timelines. The NFL has seen several high-profile comebacks in recent years where veterans return to contribute meaningfully despite previous retirements. HYDE's situation seems to align with this pattern, reflecting the evolving nature of career longevity in football. Advances in sports medicine training techniques and player support systems have made it more feasible for athletes to extend their careers. Rumors around HYDE indicate he's been leveraging these resources, staying in top shape and mentally prepared. This context makes the possibility of his return more plausible and intriguing. It also invites reflection on how teams manage veteran players, balancing the physical demands with the invaluable experience they bring. HYDE's story is emblematic of this shift, highlighting the fluidity of career decisions in modern professional sports. As the Bills navigate the final stretch of their season, HYDE's rumored comeback adds a layer of complexity and hope to their journey. Finally, the excitement surrounding MICAH HYDE's possible return is more than just speculation. It's a narrative that captures the essence of what makes the NFL compelling. The blend of uncertainty, drama, and the potential for redemption creates a storyline that fans love to follow. Whether HYDE ultimately takes the field again or not, the rumor itself has rekindled enthusiasm and optimism in Buffalo's camp. It serves as a reminder of the human stories behind the sport, the struggles, the comebacks, and the unwavering passion. For HYDE, this could be a chance to rewrite his legacy or simply a final chapter in a remarkable career. For the Bills, it's a potential boost that could tip the scales in their favor during the most critical part of the season. The NFL thrives on moments like these where the unexpected becomes possible and legends are made. As the story develops, all eyes will be on HYDE and the Bills, eager to see if this intriguing rumor transforms into reality on the gridiron. That's a wrap for now. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of all things Buffalo Bills make, sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you in the next update.